Hello and welcome back to this latest installment in our Blackburn Rovers Football Manager 2023 career mode save. We are in the depths of the season now, 37 games in on 53 points and just a mere 6 points off the playoff places. Now, in the last episode, if you caught up with that, if not, we'll do a quick recap. We managed to take some points off Sheffield United, getting a good 4-2 win at home. Lost to Stoke 4-2, but they are third in the league, so, excusable. And then we drew at home to Reading. That's a really disappointing one. But the worst news that come out of that is we have lost Sam Gallagher for 7 to 8 weeks with a broken toe. That is going to affect our team massively. So we have to overcome that. It's going to be a bit of a cobbled together team. We might have to go back to playing just one up front, but we'll get into that in the video. In this one, we're going to be playing Birmingham, we're going to be playing Burnley, and we're going to play Norwich. Now, I don't want to be too negative, but I'm not seeing a lot of points already. So, this could be an episode where we just have to grit our teeth and get on with it and look forward to the results after that. Let's try anyway. Let's not go in with, negative thoughts already. But Burnley and Norwich, if we take a quick look at them, Norwich have promoted to the Premier League. Burnley are fourth in the league. Huddersfield, we could get some joy against. They are 10th. They are below us, same points, but below us a goal difference. So we could get some joy against Huddersfield. Let's hope for that. And if anything comes over 2 games, what a bonus that'll be. So before we get cracking into that, I just want to remind you, if you are enjoying these series, make sure you drop a subscribe, make sure you drop a like, let me know, comment, how's it going, how are your saves going, what team are you managing, any future players we can get. As we're coming towards the back end of the season, we're going to start looking at them future players coming in on frees, getting the Wonder Kids on loan, any gems that are low value, let's try it, let's get that shared around. So cheers for checking this one out. Let's get straight into it as we go and face Birmingham first, where we could hopefully grab some points. Cheers for watching. Nice. Right, so first game up is Birmingham, and then like I said, we've lost Sam Gallagher for 6 to 8 weeks. That is absolutely devastating. So the options we've got here, right, is we can play another striker up there. So Bradley Dack can play as a striker. Buckley apparently can. Smodics can. Obviously, we've got George Hurst on the bench, who Nicky Butt, for some reason, has this thing with. And then we've got young Harry Leonard as well. So we can do that. So let's say if we pick George Hurst, even though he is a bit unfit, hopefully he recovers in a week's time. If we do pick George Hurst, we can play this formation, or we go back to playing the 4-2-3-1. Gelhardt up front, drop Hurst, and put in Bradley Dack back to the lineup. We could play that. But what we found with this with the 2 up front, is we're scoring goals. And quite a lot of them, to be honest. So maybe we could try it. Maybe we could try putting Dack as a deep lying forward. It could work. It could work. I think that's what we'll go with. We'll try Dack here, and if it doesn't work for Birmingham, we'll go back to the one striker whilst Gallagher's out and just have Gelhardt up front. So that's what we'll give a go, and hopefully that happens. So Scott Wharton wanting that new contract still. So hopefully, if we just discuss with him, hopefully he'll back off with this. So he has backed off it, so we just push that down the road a little bit further. He's asked a couple of times now. We managed to extend for a year with an optional extension, but probably does deserve more than 5k. He's been absolutely brilliant in this team so far this year. Okay, so a really interesting one here. Our new intake of youth players finally announced after we've seen that we had quite a few A and A star intakes for different positions. The top elite talent that's come out is Hwang Tae-young, 1.5 stars at the minute, could potentially rise to 4.5 stars. He's a 16-year-old South Korean, predominantly left winger, can play on the right as well, and even has a little bit of striking for him. Personality is temperamental, good agility, not too bad pace, not great acceleration, 14 dribbling already, 14 passing, 13 technique at 16 years old. I think we go in for the signing straight away on this one. We've also got Tom Hunter, kind of plays everywhere, but primarily as a striker. Things that stand out about him: bravery 17, flair 16, determination 15, work rate's good, natural fitness is good, 15 years old. Could go to 3.5 stars potentially. A young prospect, so that could be worth taking a punt on. Jack Bentley is a right winger. Nothing too much that stands out, to be honest with you here. Might actually leave Jack Bentley and not take him on. And then good talents here that we have. There's a couple and some decent ones, but I think definitely we'll take Tom Hunter and Hwang Bo-tae Young on. Let's offer them a contract and see what happens with that. And more speculation on the persistent rumours of a takeover coming in. Like I've said in the last episode, I welcome a takeover, not a problem. As long as you give me some transfer budget and some actual wages, let anybody buy this club, not a problem. And as we return back off internationals now, we've got that scouting report in for Birmingham. So they play, I think we've said this before when we played Birmingham last, one of the most disgustingly defensive formations I've ever seen in the Championship. They play 3-3-2, 5-1-2 defensively with two up front, Chong and Dina. It's going to be a tough one to break these down, but hopefully with the skill that we have, we can do that. So a quick one in here, a little news article on the Next Generation 2023, Best 50 Wonder Kids in World Football. So we have Jude Bellingham, quite an obvious one, and Xavi Simons, quite a few people have heard about him at PSV. Some more, quite obvious ones, Harvey Elliott at Liverpool. But look at this. Our own Ashley Phillips has made the top 10 next best 50 wonder kids in football. That is so impressive from Ashley Phillips. And I really hope he goes on to ensure that he keeps that spot and even improves upon it. And he definitely could. And speaking of that top 10, we go to Birmingham next game, where we are favourites to take a result from it, and Ashley Phillips will be pivotal in that if he is fit. Okay, so the good news is, after that international break that we had, all the players have actually come back in great condition and light match load. I think first and first, even though Ashley Phillips is on the medium, I'm still going to put him straight in it instead of Daniel Ayala. Although Lewis Travis could start making his way back into the team, possibly for Buckley. Just give him some respite. So as we approach kickoff, teams are on the field. Let's go. Not too much going on in the first opening period of the game. 25 minutes in and still not to have a shot on target. Callum Britton's injured. Oh, that is a big loss. That is a huge loss. Rankin Costello has to go on. Let's hope that's just something minor. But yeah, the good thing about at least putting Rankin Costello on, he's a winger in himself, so we should have some good crossing going into the box. But going back defensively, will he have the same defensive attributes as Britton? I'm not sure. And just what we needed there. We'll talk about defensive attributes, and then Birmingham go and score with the first shot on target of the game so far. So an inspiring team talk at half-time. Will that set us on to do anything? Wharton tries to get a tackle in, doesn't get it. We need to put a challenge in here somewhere. Chong plays it over. Birmingham running riot at the minute. Oh, what a save from Kaminsky. Does that keep us in it? Right, so we've gone very attacking. Up the tempo. Come on, guys. Encouragement, 81 minutes. We've had one shot on target. Is this how much Gallagher means to us? Adam Wharton's injured. And I've used all my subs. Foot injury. I've got no subs. Rankin Costello throws to Hedges. Cross the ball in. Morton scored a goal. Morton scores a header. We're playing with 10 men. Hold on. Very defensive. Time waste. No tempo. Oh, no, don't do this to me. Ayala clears to Hedges. No, what are you doing? Kaminsky saves. Wow, I don't know how this has happened, but somehow we use all 5 subs. Adam Wharton gets injured 5 minutes later. We're playing with 10 men on the pitch, and then Tyler Morton gets in front of the goalkeeper from a cross and knocks it into the goal with his head, and we salvaged 1-1 draw. Wow. It's that point, though. Look, this is the thing about the Championship. If you pick a point up instead of picking a win up, you're down already. And now it looks like, to me, the playoffs will be out of reach for us. It does look like that now, doesn't it? So let's see how bad some of these injuries are. So Adam Wharton, luckily, 1 to 3 days. Callum Britton's out for 4 weeks to 2 months. Oh no. So that draw against Birmingham leaves us in the table on 11th with 54 points. Now, it is looking ever likely that the playoffs are just too far away from us now. We're currently 11 points off drawing with Blackpool, and you know they're just on it at the minute. We're not. We don't even play Blackpool again. We've already had our games against them, so we can't think about taking 3 points off them in that regard. We go and play Burnley and Norwich next, which, being realistic, probably don't get any points out of. Maybe we can salvage a draw in one of the games, possibly. But we have to move onwards, so we will go. Well, Burnley come to us, so do Norwich actually. This is 2 home games on the bounce. We'll see how we get on. We'll try and take some draws where possible. And here is that scouting report for Burnley. So they play 4-2-3-1. We know Burnley is so dangerous already. We threw away the win against Burnley just weeks ago. Here we was 3-0 up and we threw that one away 4-3 away from home. So if we get into them tactics, we have to drop Callum Britton, unfortunately. Hayden Carter can deputise for him and go straight into that position. Adam Wharton also potentially injured at this moment in time, so we'll drop him. John Buckley goes into that position. Now we are going to play the 3 like this, so Dak's going to play here at Cam. In terms of other players, I think we'll just swap Ashley Phillips around. I'm actually going to give Katongo a chance in the team for this one. I feel like it's kind of a no risk scenario to play him. We're not expecting to get a result from it. I'm not expecting to get a result from it, so we might. I don't know. Maybe that's just my negativity, but might as well rest players and get some in that need to be in. So just off the back of the expectations that get sent to us, board expectations and supporter expectations, they saying they want to see Tyler Morton build on a good performance. Now, normally I'm not one for buckling under pressure from the board or our supporters, but I'm going to play him. I'm going to put Tyler Morton in. So I've done that instead of Lewis Travis. So it's going to be a Buckland Morton in the middle. And the supporters are hoping for a draw. And me too, that's what I'm hoping for as well. I think I also will buckle a little bit and go as a balanced mentality for this game. Let's hope we do get a draw. And if we can push on and get a winner, who knows? But let's go for a draw here. So an inspirational team talk needed. So it definitely is going to be... Oh, see, no one bothered. No one is bothered. Couple of players reacting to the individual talks as we go out onto the pitch. Let's see how we get on. Hoping for a draw here. We've changed the mentality. We've changed the formation. But Burnley get us underway. Wharton, good interception there. Don't keep possession. There's Burnley in the box. Oh, good save from Kaminski. Kaminski's really upped his game in the last 2 months, I'd say. Funnily enough, since we started scouting another keeper, and he collects that one from the corner. What can he do with distribution? Oh, no, that's too easy. Scott Wharton clears, though. Not as far as he should have. Jack Cork fires the ball in the top corner. Nothing can be done, and Burnley break, but it is now half-time, and we need to have a little switch up here. So let's go into the tactics. Now, at this point, do we just go back to 2 up front with a positive mentality? Put Harry up front. Off comes... off comes Bradley Dark. Okay, so switch Dolan over to this side. Smodix comes onto the pitch. Leonard comes onto the pitch for Dark. We go 2 strikers up front. Positive mentality. 1-0 down. There's nothing to lose. Smodix does finally get a tackle. He's had to track back for it, though. It's good work rate. Nicely done. Skips inside. Joe Gelhardt plays on the cross. Can Dolan do anything? Frankie Costello crosses the ball in. Gelhardt. What a goal. Out of nowhere. Pickering on the ball. Pickering with a free kick outside the box. 30 yards. Curves it on his left foot and it's gone in. What has happened? I'm a tactical genius. Burnley put that one past. Oh no, it's deflected past the post. Burnley whip it in. We clear. Oh, come on, Dolan. He's played it long. It's Gelhardt. He plays Leonard through. What's happened? Oh, how long does he take to flag there? Oh my word. Tyree Dolan's knackered. Yeah, we're going to play this formation. We're going to go back to the old days. We're going back to the old days. Lewis Travis comes on. Who else can we put on? Oh my God, this is so stressful. Scott Wharton goes on. Right, that's 5 subs. Cautious mentality. Instructions, start wasting some time. Low tempo. Play for set pieces. Very defensive. Oh no, Pickering, why have you give it straight back to him? Oh no, the breaking. He's put it over. Come on. 4 minutes of injury time. Get in. Get in. Oh, I'm actually buzzing with that. We win this match 2-1. A second half tactical masterclass. That is extraordinary. And we now are in 8th position on 57 points. That was our game in hand as well. So we're now sat 8 points behind Blackpool in the playoff spot. Tyrese Dolan, oh my God, we picked up more injuries. Another 2 weeks injury. Hayden Carter 1 to 3 days. That should be fine. We don't play until Saturday. No, we play Friday night. Oh, these games are coming too fast for us. Look at what this does to us. So we take a point off Birmingham, should have been a win. We win against Burnley. Now we bring Norwich into our ground. We're on a nice little run here. Bar that Stoke loss, draws and wins all the way through now. Could we carry this on against Norwich? You only have to wait 2 days to find out. That is how quick the games are coming. So Norwich heavy favourites to win this one. I'm not going to contest that. Norwich not with their player Aaron Ramsey. And obviously we know we've got Sam Gallagher, Callum Britton and Tyrese Dolan out now. So, and look at this. Norwich could win the championship if they beat us. So they are going to be desperate to win this match. Absolutely desperate. Right, okay. This is what we're going to go with. Tyler Morton is feeling it actually, so maybe we can drop him safely. Look at this. Dolan out, Gallagher out, Carter fitness, Britton injured. Ashley Phillips could step up for Ayala here instead. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's see how that works out for us. Didn't quite work out against Burnley. Will Norwich be any different? Get through the first 50 minutes unscathed. Norwich do get a shot on target. Pickering is feeling fatigued already. We're only half an hour into this match. And he's a big player for us. Big player with them crosses. Scott Wharton on the ball. Here is Pickering. Smodics turns in nicely. Back to Gelhardt. Good ball to Hedges. Oh, Hedges has his shot saved. We do get a corner though. Pickering. In he goes. Oh, it's glanced on by Scott Wharton. Can we get into half time? 0-0 here. Yes, we can. Okay. Everyone's really feeling it now. We get to 70 minutes. We're going to start making subs. So let's get Clinton Mola to cover for Pickering. Ashley Phillips can come on for Scott Wharton. Travis for Buckley. So we've got fresh legs on the field. But the only bad thing is we have changed half the team round. Come on, 10 minutes left. We will take draws here, so I'm happy to go to a defensive thinking. Let's time waste now. See this one out. 2 minutes of injury time. And do you know what? It's not the most exciting match you'll ever see in your life. Literally no highlights. 5 shots on target for us and 6 shots from them. But we take a vital point against Norwich, who we expected to lose against. We were unlucky. But whilst it's been tough, it's been a great period of time for us. We started this episode playing Birmingham, which we should have got a win against, really. But we didn't. There's no point complaining about it. We got a draw and we kept a point from that game 1-1. We then introduced Burnley to our home and we beat them 2-1, an inspired second half comeback. And we draw 0-0 to Norwich, and there's no pride lost in that one. Really proud of what we've done in this. We've managed to take 5 points out of a month where we thought we only might get 3 at the absolute maximum. So very happy with that. It rounds off this episode. We're sat in 8th. We're on 58 points. We've only got a couple more episodes to go before we find out what happens. The next one, we'll be playing Huddersfield, Hull and Coventry. We're hoping to pick up some big points and make that last push for this playoff spot in 6th position against Blackpool. Cheers for checking this episode out. Thanks if you've stuck all the way through this episode to this point. If you enjoyed them, go and check out the previous ones if you haven't. And if you haven't already, make sure you drop a subscribe on the channel, like the video, and let me know in the comments, how do you think it's going? What would you have done? Have you had any injury crises like we've had so far? It'd be great to hear what you've been getting up to. Cheers for checking it out. Nice one.